Good evening, friends, my teachers, and dear parents. Whoever has joined this webinar will definitely, I would like to convey that this is the part 4 of our webinar series. We had first two on stress related to parents during COVID times, to general public, and also to children. Then we did the part 3 on absolutely it was very important that to keep sensitive during this time. Now come to most important topic apart for the that is stress related to teenagers. Now all of us know that teenage phase is such that stress is a part and parcel of the teenage phase. Can we actually be away from the stressful situation during the teenage phase? I don't know. I don't think so. Most of the teenagers whom I've interacted, they always say that we are stressed, we are overwhelmed, we are anxious. There's a lot of anxiety running through them, looking into that change of career, and they have a lot of things which they are unprepared to handle. So, of course, teen stress is very different from the stress that you and I face in our day-to-day life. Before I go on to take expert opinion from Dr. Sunil Godbole and his better half, Dr. Ashwini Godbole, for this very important topic, I just have to tell you a few statistics which were overwhelming. Since past 2 days, I was also reading a lot of teen stress, and I came to know that millenniums, 45% of millennials are under stress. That's a big number. 26% of the students in elite schools are under depression. And of course, sir will explain to us why and what. Most of these teenagers who spend more than 5 hours on the internet show that they are 71% under stress. It was also when I was reading some astonishing facts, it was said that 35% of stress is caused by social media. And 20% of the children admit that they take very long to get over the stress. Of course, the facts and figures that I kept on reading absolutely was astonishing and got me also under stress. So I said I better stop looking at so many facts and figures. I would want to, sir, to connect with us today and tell us a whole lot of things on what is the stress, what kind of stress children face, the types of stress, the behavior challenges that they feel when they are under stress, and what are those simple tips and hints as a common teenager that we need to look into it, because everybody does not go to seek professional opinion. That's the most important point we need to do when we are under stress. So how can we take care of this? Now, before I go any further, let me just introduce Sir once more for people who have joined us only today for this seminar. So Dr. Sunil Godbole is quite a name, not only in Pune, but I think he's very well known amongst his medical fraternity. Let me put it that way. He's well known far and wide, not because of his, but because the way he deals with counsels and the way he goes about it is very simple and it just went heart to heart. Sir has been a development and training. Is your voice echoing? Yeah. Okay. So Dr. Godbole is a development pediatrician. He's got his own development pediatrician center by the name of Chiranjeev Clinic, which is a child development center. He's the HOD of Small Step Autism Center at the Dinanath Research Hospital. The Dinanath Research Hospital is based in Pune. He's also trained himself in Germany in child development. He's authored many parental books, especially 6 parental books, which are very famous. He's published numerous articles and research papers. Today he's joined by better half, both of them work together. And today he's joined by Dr. Ashwini Godbole. Ma'am has also done her postgraduate diploma in child and adolescent psychology. Ma'am, we are very honored to have you here today for this team topic because adolescent psychology is what you trained in. She assists him at their clinic, Chiranjeev Diet and Development Center. She gives lectures far and wide in many places in and out of Pune. She also is very famous for giving consultation to parents, especially on developmental disorder. Along with her, she's authored 6 books and also written many articles. So we are, sir and ma'am, we are absolutely honored to have you again on this platform, which is
Thanks,
part
Sudha.
4. And these series have been aired on YouTube and got raving reviews. And we are very happy that we are concluding this part 4, which is very different, that is on teenage problems. Over to you, sir.
Okay, so first of all, we both thank the Sundari Group, and we are also honored that we are associated with great people and who are such humble people like Mrs. Tawawala. And I think I can talk n number of length talking about Tawawala and her enthusiasm, but for the time today, I'll just go ahead with what we are going to talk. The first thing when this topic came to me, I was puzzled about the question whether we are talking about the teens and their stress or the stress which is caused by teens to the parents. And since this particular meet is more for parents, I'm going to more focus on the stress of teens on the parents rather than only on the teens. But okay, what are teens? So the teen brain, we'll start with the teen brain. It's a work in progress. So what I mean by that, that work in progress is there are a lot of surge of hormones which are coming up. Emotional, there is something interesting concept called as emotional traffic jam. The teens are thinking a lot. They think a lot. They imagine a lot. They have got lots of things to ponder over. And then what happens? All these emotions gather in the brain, and there is a traffic jam. At the same time, the body is growing fast, so growth spurts are coming, and obviously the secondary sexual characters are also appearing. So everything together is a work in progress. So a teen's brain is a work in progress, and this causes a lot of issues for the teens. Now, what happens with that? So, mm, so this another thing which is happening presently is we should understand what is adolescence as such. I tell this, there are 4S in that. They're stressed. They're always stressed, whether it is a COVID condition or whether it is a very comfortable condition. There is a stress for the strain. There is a strain. And the strain and the stress, why they're coming? Whether there is a very basic concept that whether I'm being accepted by the society and am I doing right? That is the strain they're coming. There's a lot of emotional storm that is going on. They want all those love. They want the childish ideas also, and they want adulthood maturity also, and they're struggling with the whole condition. So the stress, strain, storm, and struggle, they all cause them into a very tricky condition, which is quite critical. And another way to look at it is their energy. They're highly energized. So there's a high horsepower, but they don't have the poor steering vector. So they can manage themselves in this tough world. And that is why the teens, so adolescence itself, teens, being a teen itself is a stress. You and me are also gone through it. But what is happening in this particular condition? Next thing that is happening is mm, this. Let's understand the age. Their emotional brain is developing at present moment in a they start developing around 12 to 14 years, which is right in the center of the brain. And that is the amygdala and limbic system. I will be referring to this particular medical knowledge afterwards also. This limbic system develops first. So what happens in the maturity sequence, the emotions are coming first. And that's why adolescents are having lots of emotional stimulation. As against that, their um, thinking process, the rational logical brain, it is still to develop. So our Atamaji Satakli brain is still yet to develop. It is not completely developed. And this brain is going to take time. It is around 25 years, it gets completely developed. So these 10 years from 14 to 25 years, they are emotionally driven rather than logically driven. And that is where the teens are at problem. So if that is the truth, what is happening with them? They're getting lots of questions for them. Am I normal? Especially when they're growing, it you may say in especially boys, they start putting on the lengths of the hands and legs are more as compared to this. The body proportions are changing. They're thinking, am I ready to become an adult? That is a problem. What do I want? Am I liked by people? Should I? Can I? Do I? There are all such questions coming in. And can he trust? Who can I trust? So all these are the emotions which are playing in a teen's brain, and that is one of the cause which is making them helpless and stressed. If we understand that, now the next part is quite simple. At the same time, many things are happening, and this transition, I think Ashwin will explain you better.
So when we think of teens, there is a definite phenomenon of transition. So first thing that is happening is they are changing from school to college, especially those who are now nearing 10th standard, or those who have given the exams of 10th standard partly, bitly, whatever the stage is. And they are now thinking in their mind about dream college, who are especially going into 11th or after 12th and later on universities. So this is the first thing that is a change happening. Now the second change that we can see is actually, if you see in the second change, is childhood to adolescence change. So previously the child was very happy, jolly, but now a lot of mood swings because of hormones. That is a second change. Thirdly, it is dependency to independence. The child was dependent on parents for everything, but now I want to do. This phenomenon is quite a lot, and that is creating a problem, that is power struggle. Then the fun learning which was in the school, like project based but a little bit enjoyment fun, that was going on. But now the race of marks, that is scoring marks, is going ahead, and that rat race the children, that is the teens, they are facing, and that is creating stress. Next one is, till the time they were immature and they are now transiting towards maturity, and so the questions in their mind is, who am I, what I'm going to do, what will happen later. So this is creating stress. Until the time everything was influenced only by family. Now the influence of media and the peer is quite a lot. So changing influences, so beginning from dream college up to changing influences, all these are stresses. And these stresses, they build the stress in teens. So what is actually the stress? Let's look at a bit at theoretical definition of stress. Stress is our response to a real or perceived threat that disturbs our physical, mental, or emotional stability. So, what can be the symptoms that a parent can find in a child who is having stress? Beginning from the head part, headache is a simple thing, blurred vision, echoing of sounds, flushed cheeks, sweaty palms, then shortness of breath. See, one has to remember the shortness of breath due to diseases like cough cold fever is different, and shortness of breath without cough cold fever goes into stress. Then the dry mouth, then the other things like pounding heart, then the tummy upsets, especially nauseating feeling, regurg, all those things, shaky, tremoring hands, and a sweaty feet, and a stiff leg, or sometimes weakness in the legs. All these are the symptoms of stress. Will all they be present in your child? No. Sometimes a single symptom, a combination of symptom might be present. But then the basis of this is emotions and behavior. So let's try to know what is the basis of this stress. Sir will elaborate.
So I just wanted to highlight on these things that all these symptoms, they don't come as a single part. They come with a flair to it. So the same problem, same headache in an adult will present with a minor and will adult will tackle over it. But adolescents will give a flair to it. So the headache will be they will present in such a way that it becomes a headache to the mother also. So that is one of the classic part with adolescents. So we need to really know the symptom and the emotional presentation, and that is where the emotions come in. If the child is calm and relaxed, what is happening, as I told you before, amygdala is in the center and the higher cortex is what actually the logical brain. So in the low emotions, everything, the traffic goes right up to the cortex and children can think logically, and so the calm and relaxed. But when the emotions are high, the child is angry, the child is fearful, the child has excitement, love, hate, disgust, frustration, everything. And I can say, because of this lockdown and staying at home, all these emotions are like getting into a pressure cooker waiting to get exploded. And now, when such emotions come for an adolescent, it is the amygdala which takes over. It literally hijacks. The word in medical system to this is called as amygdala hijack. And a child, instead of thinking from my brain, it thinks from the emotions. And when a person thinks from emotions, it's high chance that the things go wrong and the child becomes emotionally disturbed. So there are various challenging behaviors like the child is short-tempered, aggression, verbal arguments, quick in irritations, impatience, rebellious. I think the mothers and fathers who are sitting in this particular meeting, I can understand, and this is a very short list for them. When it goes for listing down the challenging behaviors of a adolescent, I think the one single PowerPoint slide will not be enough. It will be a notebook of around 100 pages. So these are the various ways our adolescent presents with behaviors. So what we can do for that? Before that, we should understand why a teen behave like that. Very important part to remember. So why the child behave? So there are four ways to it. They have at first part they have aggression or revenge. मेरे दुनिया मेरी मुट्ठी है, माला मुझे जो चाहिए मैं कर दूंगा, और ये करते वक्त मैं आई विल बी एग्रेसिव, मेरे दिमाग में आएगा मैं फिजिकली अटैक करूंगा, इतना ही नहीं, कोई मुझसे गुस्सा किया तो आई रिवेंज टेक टू रिवेंज ऑन दैट. सेकंड पार्ट इज मेरे तरफ देखो. I want people to see what I am doing, that attention seeking. It is more common, the aggression part is more common in boys, while this attention seeking is bit more common in girls. The power struggle, as Ashwini was discussing, they want dunya meri mutti mein. So independency is coming in picture, and everything they want a fight tussle between the power of the father and mother and the power of the child, and they want to win over it every time. The last part is especially when it comes to काम करना, the mothers must have understood. अपने adolescent बच्चे को, छोटे बच्चे को बोला फर्स्ट स्टैंडर्ड सेकंड, वो कर भी जाता है, he enjoys. मम्मी पापा के साथ काम करने में छोटे बच्चों को मजा आता है, but adolescent he'll be lazy, just relaxing on the couch watching the TV, and मम्मी ने कुछ बोला, हाँ मैंने करने वाला, ऐसा करके वो छोड़ देता है. So this is the purpose of your. Let's go one by one.
So this is the commonest scenario. When it is a school, it is a different one. But now in the lockdown, the siblings, they can fight for a petty matter. Like I want the same toy, or sometimes even from the TV serial, whatever they are watching, I want this serial. And if the younger brother wants something different, these children will not listen. They will go into fight, and even they can be just like they watch in South movies, the revenge and all those phenomena. They try to execute it. Sir, when such a situation happens between the siblings, what should parents do actually?
Actually, as I now let's know the type of behavior. This is aggressive behavior. But this revenge is not like a South film drama. This revenge is मेरा जो जो नहीं मुझे मिल रहा है वो आपको भी नहीं मिलने वाला. आपने मेरे साथ तक मुझे तकलीफ दी, मैं आपको तकलीफ दे. That's a revenge. That's not a big way to take it as a bad word. So aggression is very common. The trick for that is for the parent. It's not very simple, but making the house rules, and especially letting the house rules know children when they are at their best. तो किसी अच्छे when they are enjoying themselves, open up the topic, make a house rule. The psychologists recommend to make a house rule ka paper and make a written agreement. Everybody signs on that. Especially when two children are fighting within each other, there is a very important need for a very interesting word called as a watchful neglect. Huh? Most of the time, the emotional parents, they just butt in immediately, and they don't allow to children to solve their problems on themselves. Actually, if you give them a bit more time, we just ensure that they're not physically harmed. We just give them time. You'll be surprised. The same fighting children in the next 2 minutes, 3 minutes, will be laughing around and playing their own ways. So that watchful house rules and watchful neglect is very important. But when there is a physical injury or a socially non-acceptable behavior, that is the time. Get them out, give them in a timeout in different place, but don't discuss, don't preach them at that time. Don't take side of one side again and again. It is one of the very bad idea that every time mom takes care of the smaller sibling and not the elder one, and that may take hurt them a lot. And especially adolescent teens, they are most of the time in the first ones, and then they lands up in a problem. The second condition now.
So this is one of the commonest situation in which if the parents are talking on the phone, taking some calls of their offices, or if they are working from home, then the child tries to mingle in between. And the child is trying to fetch their attention. The parents have to literally leave what the work they are doing. So actually this teen is trying to seek the attention of the parents. So in such a case, can a parent be get angry or how to tackle it, sir?
uh, there are two ways today. There are the typical old age parents. They used to say, "आप हम भी देखने वाले नहीं, आप अपना खुद का कर लो." And now the very what I call the soft parenting. They always come in between. उसको अरे बच्चे आपको क्या हुआ? Sorry, we should be tired. They unnecessarily feel sorry about it, or they neglect it. Both the ends are wrong. And actually, if a child has attention-seeking behavior and he gets that attention, the behavior is reinforced. So next day also, the child will do the same thing, the same trick to get parents' attention, and unfortunately, we are teaching the child a wrong behavior. So, a concept called as Alderian principle. What that concept says, very interesting. I was also puzzled when I heard it first time. Don't give attention on demand. That is the time. Keep just observe the child from a distance, but ignore. Child should not get that habit of whatever when I throw some tantrum and I get attention. So extinction of attention seeking is very important. But when that everything is normal, that time don't neglect the child. Give positive attention frequently. Under the word to be underlined is unexpectedly. And that is the time reinforce the good behavior. So when the child is doing something, for example, the adolescent helps the mother in setting up the table. The father, if he's observing from the other corner, should immediately say in a loud, positive way, "Yes, my lad, you have done a good job." I want this to be done by fathers also, because that is the word they are waiting for. So that is the attention seeking behavior which creates problems. The third one,
Now the third one. This is one of the commonest way once the girls and the boys they enter into their typical adolescence. So that time, whatever mama is telling, they always say, "I want to do my way. I'm not going to listen what you are saying. Don't preach me. Don't tell me. Don't bother me." So in these situations, how to enact
I
react?
think from the last four behaviors, you must have placed it rightly that it is a power struggle. The child also wants to win. The child wants her independency. And that is the time we need to give them some independency. So power struggle is normal in adolescence. But are you going to fight with your child every now and then? That is the commonest mistake, because till today, the child was a mama's child. So the girl used to listen to the mother, the boys used to listen, and everything was very smooth and very rosy picture. But now, every now and then, they want to prove that they are also somebody. So मम्मी बोलते हैं कि आप ये ड्रेस आज पहन के निकलो, बच्चा बोलने वाला मैं वो नहीं करने वाला, and the thing starts commonly. So what is the answer? Every now and then, better not fight with the child, क्योंकि नहीं तो क्या होता है, अपना बाकी सब लड़ता, रोज सुबह से उठकर रात तक शाम तक झगड़ा ही होता रहता है, and child goes away from the parent. This is the time that bond has to be maintained. So what is the interesting part is the child should be around you but should not be left on its own. So select your battle. Hard time jagda mat karo. Sometimes accept the things and let that independence be given. Choose your time. So in some time when there is a risk of social or physical injuries, we need to work on it. But in certain times, it is always better to select your battle and give the importance to the child's independence. And that is what I'll say. Start other way around. When you are aware that you are interacting with the child, why don't you give the child choice to work on it? And giving choices and then making him select is a process of decision making, and they like it to do it very well. So that's the third part.
Now, one more scenario in which some of the kids, if a particular activity is told, which can be a craft activity, art activity, which can be a project activity told by the school online, and due to certain incapacities, inabilities, they are not able to do. Then they go into crying episode, they try to avoid it, can be homework. And another part which can be also there, some of the kids which are really fine, no incapacities, no inabilities, but they just avoid the work, whatever the parents are telling. So for this avoidance phenomenon, how the parents should tackle?
So उसका पहला आंसर आपने खुद में देखना है कि when the child is avoiding, it is very common, and you should not become angry and wild at the child. The if you have to get the job done, हम लोग एक तुरंत सेंटेंस फेंक देते हैं कि भाई आप ऐसा ही करते हो, you are like that only. And remember, that child will become like that only. He will be lazy, and next time when he marries or she marries, and there will be continuous avoidance factor within the spouse and husband and wife also. So avoidance is another behavior which need to be avoided. So how we can do it? So build confidence in the child. Most of the time, avoidance comes when the confidence is lacking. Simple instructions, short-term goals, because adolescents, because of their power struggle and their hormonal research and emotional storms, they can't continue for a longer time. Small activities, simple one point answers, instructions may be given in repeated but positive manner, allowing to make small mistakes. When you give them something to try about, for example, you give them some vegetables to be cut, गलती करने वाले, छोटी छोटी गलतियां हैं, छोड़ो, but praise the little wins. It is said that हम 4 बार जब praise करेंगे कम से कम, तब एक बार आपको उसको पनिश करने का चिल्लाने का हक है, बट पहले 4 बार प्रेज करना, उसको अप्रिशिएट करना इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. So out of these 4 behaviors you understand, now there are some 2 more interesting things which are happening.
Now, this is the commonest phenomenon seen in girls as well as in boys. When they enter into adolescence, they go into daydreaming. Like if a particular mother is trying to talk to the girl something, as if she's thinking in herself, and so she doesn't listen to. She might say, "Mama, क्या किया आपने? क्या कहा? I was not attentive." Okay, she's daydreaming, and because of that, they sometimes miss important parts in the schools, colleges. Sometimes even what happens is they can't do the work whatever is told, instruction given. Okay, and as a result, the parents get irritated. Sometimes teacher might feel, oh, the teen is not listening to me. This is the commonest part of daydreaming. Similarly, they might be daydreaming about their careers. So all these things, they affect their performances. How to tackle?
But mind well, daydreaming is normal in adolescence. That is a very important thing to remember. What we are going to do? Surprisingly, the answer is appreciate. What to appreciate? Not the daydreaming, but talk to them. What they are having that those flights of fantasy. So they are going to give you some ideas which are absolutely absurd. And what we are going to do commonly, hey, aisa kuch hota nahi. Think on the ground. That's what the mother and father try to do, because we are all burned our fingers with the ground horrible reality. But children, adolescents, they're in the best of the fantasy world. So appreciate even if their ideas appear absurd. So adolescent may give fantastic absurd answers to this particular COVID pandemic also. But just appreciate them, because if you appreciate, that's the first step, and then let them analyze. They have got their brain that which is developing. Teach to analyze their idea. So child may say that I'm thinking of developing some idea by which there will be endless energy which is available for everyone, and he may come with some absurd thing. Just start to talk about it, and I'm very sure you'll take him to the very interesting path of learning the skills on that. So very important thing is let them dream big. Many examples, right from Bill Gates, right up to even our Indian
Infosys.
people like Infosys, they
Mango.
have dreamed that big in their adolescence. So dreaming big in adolescence is not important. Developing the skill to analyze those dreams is important. So I request you to accept those dreams, and that is wonderful. And don't, very important opposite way to remember is, don't force your dreams on your child, especially in 10th and 12th standard. The mothers and fathers started, मैं नहीं डॉक्टर बन सका, मेरे बच्चे को डॉक्टर बनाऊंगा. और डॉक्टर लोग बोलते हैं कुछ भी कर लेकिन डॉक्टर मत बन. तो ये both the things are wrong, and we need to be careful about it.
Now, this is one more scenario. Nowadays, children are using quite a lot social platforms. So sometimes they put some image, some thoughts, sometimes some picture, and then they just look for the thumbs up. That is the appreciation, validation from their friends. And if they don't get that adequate, okay, then they get frustrated. Their daily routines, their daily schedule gets disturbed. So this is the peer rejection, and they are just waiting desperately for peer approval. As we have seen in the stresses, that the influence has shifted from family now to the peers and media. So when such a peer approval is quite in desperate demand, how to tackle it?
So this is very important. As I told in the first slide, now their approval, they don't ask from the mother and father. So if you see an adolescent girl, till few years back, anytime she used to get a new dress, she used to wear it and she used to show to the mama and papa, how am I pretty looking? And the mama papa used to say, yes, you are a good, beautiful Cinderella for me. But now if they go for such new things, they want approval not by the mother and father, and then they immediately click a selfie, send it across, and they will find out the likes. So that peer approval is very important. And here the three selves are very important: self-esteem, self-confidence, and self-love. Even though the friends may make a very wrong faces, they'll put on all those dislikes. Still, आई एम द बेस्ट, आई एम वेरी गुड, एंड अपने को खुद को संभालना इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. अपना कॉन्फिडेंस, द चाइल्ड शुड नॉट लूज हिज आत्मविश्वास और कॉन्फिडेंस एट दैट टाइम. एंड अपने खुद के बारे में खुद को लाइक करना वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. वी ऑल गो फॉर द लाइक्स बाय अदर्स, but I want to take the message to the teens who are just listening to this particular webinar that अपने खुद को like करना शुरू करो. And that is not for teens also, it is for you and me also. कभी ना कभी खुद को लाइक करना अच्छा है, खुद को कॉन्फिडेंस में लेना, खुद को रिवॉर्ड देना भी अच्छा है. Yes, आज मैंने कुछ अच्छा किया, I need a praise, and that is very important because that self-love will keep you going. Here I have one more trick for that. As a parents क्या कर सकते हैं? The child get some dislikes and on the social media the child gets rejected. But what are the magic wand here? That word of course. Of course, I can understand you feel sad. Of course, that's frustrating. Of course, you are upset right now. It's okay. That it's okay, and you'll get your time to get an approval. Try again. That is the thing which the parent should be doing for this.
And उनका जो word रहता है, अपना भी time आएगा. That
Yeah,
should
that
be
is
conveyed to them.
conveyed to them.
So आपका time आने वाला है, थोड़ा रुको.
खुद पे भरोसा रखो. That is again the very important part. Here I'm going to think of something as a थोड़ा सा technical बनने वाला हूँ. I want you to see this graph, and this particular picture depicts two important axes: the activity level of a tin and inactivity. So from the y-axis tells us how much active the child is and how much inactive the child is on the other side. And on the x-axis, there is unpleasant inputs, news, unpleasant behaviors by others, unpleasant dislikes by others. So that on one side, and pleasantries coming to the child. And at present moment, well, and you can see, so child who is active and who has got a pleasant inputs. What the emotion will be? Hope, joy, enthusiasm. You can see the right upper quadrant. A child who is less active and who is getting all the time गालियाँ खाता रहता है, unpleasant things, where the child is going to go for depression, despair, apathy, boredom, monotony. Don't you think, my dear parents, that we are finding all this unpleasant and inactivity happening? The lockdown is inactivity, and the TV media, which is coming up, and all the news coming up about COVID is unpleasantness. So we are here. And that is why we are getting all these emotions of depression, despair, disinterest, monotony. And who are the worst affected?
Teens.
Unfortunately, tense. So if you understand this cycle, the active and inactivity and unpleasant and pleasant, I'm very sure you can manage your children much better, not children, yourself also. आज से हम डिसाइड करेंगे हम ये अनप्लेजेंट इनएक्टिव कॉर्नर पे रहने वाले, कुछ तो एक्टिविटी करेंगे, कुछ तो प्लेजेंट एक दूसरे के वाले में. मैं पापा को बोलूंगा कि छुट्टी का सही लेकिन बीबी की थोड़ी तारीफ करके देखो. That pleasantness and activity will keep them positive on a joy, enthusiasm. So let's try to avoid shift from that lower quadrant to the upper quadrant. How to do it? Some good strategies to know. So first thing is, can you remember this thing?
I think this is the favorite movie of the
Inside
teens.
Out. Yeah.
Inside Out.
So the first one is fear. The second emotion is disgust. Third one, the joy. Then comes the anger, and then comes the sadness. So these are the first common emotions which should be remembering, and they are really coming up with an adolescent child, and you'll be surprised. The same happy child 1 minute before will end up into anger second time, fear third minute, sadness fourth minute, disgust fifth minute, again back to joy in the sixth minute. So this is how the play of emotions is occurring for the child. You should tell and teach the child. And if there are some teens are sitting over, I want you to print this chart, put it in your bedroom or where, and point out where am I right now. For example, at present when I'm talking to all of you, such wonderful audience, I am feeling happy about it, and I'm trying to focus on what I'm doing. So I'm in a green zone. But if I don't get, I'm get tired, I'm sad, sick, bored, so I'm into the blue zone. Not a good thing. Then sometimes I become angry, I'm a red zone. So just this 4 zones, if you are able to put yourself in, what you are going to do? You have to shift to the green zone. So when I am in a blue zone, this is not a good thing. I should shift into the green zone. What I am to do? Let's discuss
The
those
parents can help them to identify their zone so that later on steps can be taken.
आप ये सब ज्यादा नहीं किया, सिर्फ ये 4 कलर्स आपने किसी पेपर पे, लेट द चाइल्ड कलर देम ऑन अ गुड आर्ट पेपर, पुट इट इन ऑन अ से ऑन अ फ्रिज एंड गो ऑन प्लेइंग दिस एक्टिविटी. अभी मैं कौन से जोन में हूँ, और यू आस्क इट फॉर अदर वे, पापा अभी कैसे मोड पे, एंड विटी एडोलेसेंट गर्ल विल से अभी ना पापा बोर हो गए, ही इज इन अ ब्लू जोन. मम्मी अभी कैसी है, शी विल टेल इमीडिएटली ये तो रेड जोन में हमेशा रहती है. ऐसा करके दैट बिकम्स अ वेरी गुड इंटरेस्टिंग एक्टिविटी फॉर द होल फैमिली. अनदर थिंग इज इमोशंस को बोलने में कन्वर्ट करना. लेबलिंग द इमोशंस इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. मोस्ट ऑफ द टाइम क्या होता है, मम्मी पापा बच्चे को सुनते नहीं, सो देयर इमोशंस गेट बॉटल्ड अप एंड दे मे लैंड अप इन, इफ दे विल बॉटल देम अप, they may come up in a very bad way. Sometimes a bad depression and sometimes a bad anger outburst. Both the ends are not good. So we have to be really careful. Teach the children to express them in words rather than bottling the emotions. This is very important note I want you to. Again, you can play the activity. खुद के emotions के बारे में बोलो on a cup of tea. Talk with each other in front of the child. I'm very sure the child will copy you and start working on that. So there's second part to that, expressing the emotions. Again, I'm getting that craze to going. I want all to see this movie Inside Out. ये बार बार आता है टीवी पे, जरूर देख लीजिए. if नहीं है तो केबल पे देख, इंटरनेट पे देख लो. And watch with the teens. It's a wonderful movie to see. It's one of the therapy for yourself and your child. So important is talking about your emotions, expressing them is very important for adolescents. Now, I'm going to shift the gear on a very different thing. Young children, smaller than adolescents, up to 10 years, they're like dogs. I'm sorry, I'm not taking dogs in a literal sense, but the
It's just an
character,
analogy.
it's an analogy. So they're like the pet dog, they're loyal, they're affectionate, and they're eager to please. You must have seen your children, small children, they're always eager to please the mama and papa. But teenagers are like cats. They want that independence, they're aloof, but when they want their attention, they will purr and they'll come in your lap and they demand attention on their timing and on their terms. So, for the parents, let's shift our gear from a beloved dog owner to a cat owner in a different sense. Be patient. They will come to you. They will ask for attention. And that is the time, give that love and space. So wait for that. Instead of pouring your emotions, wait for them. And that is very important. Next part, Ashwini.
So here is the important concept, that is funda, that sir has shared you. Now going ahead on the strategies, the affection part, this is the important thing while tackling, or right word will be handling a day to day going ahead with your teens. First, try to remember the childhood of the teen. So when he was 1 year, 2 year, toddler, school going, you was very happy. The child was very happy. That chubby baby, that bubbly baby, you were always enjoying and you were pouring affection. So the moment the child goes into adolescence, all the mothers, I will suggest and request you that you are entering your menopause mostly. So your hormones are on the down course. So what is happening, that the affection part is sometimes going into the anger part. So try to express unconditional love to your child. The child will pour you unconditional love. So that is very important. Now the important thing for tackling this teen stress is patience. You have gone for 9 months of pregnancy. You are very patient. You are keeping cool. So similarly, while tackling the situations of day-to-day anger outbursts, patience is very important. Immediate throwing of actions and the words should be avoided. So instead of avoided, I will say write down, jot down in a diary whatever the things come to your mind. Afterwards, analyze that and try to put it in the right way and the right words. And the teens enjoy minimum words and a direct message. So rather than going beating about the bush, come to the point directly and have patience. Here I will add something very important point. First, we now on this slide, we are talking with the parents whose adolescent are with the special needs. The important point that these parents need to remember is their now teens even though are with the special needs, they are in adolescence. So whatever the things sir has shared you about hormones, their emotions, they are there. Along with that, the special needs like autism and all those things, they are now piling their all performances and their behavior. And presently, when they are not having their therapy schedules, their schools and all those things in COVID, what is happening? They are getting stressed and frustrated. So, what can be a simple strategy? Maintain routine, like the routine that you were having when the situation was pre COVID 19. So, try to maintain the routine but modified with the COVID 19 scenario. These children, they need the frequent sensory and movement breaks, which you must have learned from various therapists that you must have attended when you have taken your kids, the teens, to the therapy centers. So try to do them periodically after every 1 to 2 hours. Respect their hormones. So if anger outbursts are thrown, meltdowns are there, then respect that and tackle. We have discussed in first 1 or 2 seminars the strategies for meltdown. So do watch them. Try to have fun with them. The fun moments will help the special needs children. Here I will not say share the jokes, but do the fun moments which will bring a laughter on their face. Okay, that is very important. Those kids with the special needs who can enjoy jokes, do share jokes. Okay, and important thing is whenever and wherever possible on online, continue the therapies. These are very simple tips and tricks to tackle the children and the teens with special needs during the COVID 19.
As you are all aware, special needs children are really very simple and they are very pure at their heart. So I can understand if you laugh with them, if you play with them, they will understand that and keep your mood elevated and you'll say that a special need adolescent is doing very well. Please continue the therapies either by digital way, online way, or whatever it is. Don't stop on those things which are very important. Can you be a therapist for the time being in your child's case? The next part is how to manage the studies, Ashwini again.
So when we were seeing about special needs, now talking about normal children, there are two groups I will say. One group is the children who are in the school from let's say about 10 years and reaching up to 7, 8 standard. These children, they are now having their whole schedule disrupted. So what can be a simple thing because their exams are sometimes not covered and the study is building the stress. Similar stress is built for the children which are now entering into 10th or 12th or who have given 12th exam. So first tackle with the group which is above 10 years but before 10th standard. For these kids, simple 4E mantra. Let them explore different ideas, different knowledge platforms, but let them have this exploration with supervision when it is digital. Let them experiment some of the science things or some of the art things at home, but with all safety precautions and simpler ways. Different platforms are offering the experiment ideas at home. Let them express their emotions, their ideas, and let them evolve out what can be done. I'm very sure children will not get stressed because when I attended few days back the seminar or the platform which the Sundarji had given for the teens, they were sharing so many ideas to tackle COVID-19 that the parents can know that the teens are having more knowledge than them. So let them express, let them evolve and find out simple solutions for day-to-day ideas. Even here, this explore, experiment, express and evolve can be applied along with academics for family routine, family budget. So involve the children in planning of the family routine as well as family budget. This will reduce the stress for them and you also. Now, well, for the parents whose teens are in either entered 10th or given the 10th exam or 12th exam, the children are feeling the phenomenon of just lockdown and they are feeling that I am unable to find out what to do because many have planned which college to choose, which stream to choose, which university outside India, within India, so many thoughts. And they had put up their expectations and they have planned till now. But with this COVID 19 pandemic, the whole world is changed. So make your children and the teens understand the present reality. the solution will come out. How the exams will be conducted, what will be the future phenomena, but try to discuss with them that what is possible now, how will you figure out and plan your studies. While doing this, remember your every child is unique and avoid comparison. So help them the setting the goal. The goal should not be too high or too low, but it should be perfect for your child. And so the important message is realistic expectation. Discuss with them what is possible in coming months, what is their abilities, what they need to improve. Similarly, you can share an idea to them. Some of the kids might be planning to go ahead abroad or within India. Tell them that this is the time when you are getting the first hand experience to manage and do all the work in the home and as well as studies, which you will be doing later on whenever possible in the universities. So this is the first hand experience. And such a things will help the teens to tackle this stress. The three important points, that is food, sleep and exercise, I think we have already covered in first three webinars. So for the importance of food, sleep and exercise, do watch the first three webinars. They will help you to relieve the stress. But the important point is exercise. Why exercise while in lockdown? Again, I will repeat the sentence or revise the sentence which I have said. It is the social lockdown and not the exercise lockdown. So ask your children, encourage your children to do some physical activity, yoga, omkar exercise, pranayam, breathing, all these things. Different platforms like Art of Living and all, they are offering different pranayam meditation. So exercise is important because it improves mood, attention, motivation, memory and focus, because positive chemicals get naturally in the body. And when they do meditation, it links and improves all the links the logical center and removes the negativity. So use this platform.
But at the same time, adolescent के साथ झगड़ा करते वक्त पहला काम अपने को meditate करना है. We need to take care of ourselves. We need to exercise because that will take care of yourself. And again, what adolescents want, they want some, they want any advice which is done by you and not just a preaching. So आप खुद exercise करो, खूब meditate करो. Adolescent जल्दी में सीखने वाले नहीं है. Just give them time and then they will improvise. Okay. Now this is a very important tip for the fathers only. क्या होता है, as the adolescents, especially boys, they start everything that they want to discuss. They will tell it to the mama, and then mama may or may not tell, or she will tell with her own flair of ideas, and the whole route is through mama, and it doesn't work together. But for the fathers only, what the word should be, what is fun for you? मुझे क्या अच्छा लगता है important नहीं, आपको क्या अच्छा लगता है, what the child likes. And if the father says let's do that unconditionally, you may not be liking or you may not be able to play football, but are you willing to sit through a game? Yeah, थोड़े दो महीने के बाद में होगा. घर पे भी ऐसा है. Child may be doing something interesting for him. You may not like it, but are you able to sit with the child, provide, have some activity, give him some snacks, let the child enjoy and let the child understand my father is enjoying this with me. Very important part. Second thing is, would you consider joining? आपको उसके horror movies or all those Marvel movies, you may not be liking them. That you may be finding some their comedy shows which are like watching very silly, but still, can you join them with it? You may not be able to enjoy to the fullest, but try to enjoy with the child, and you'll find the fun in it, and the child will get linked to it. The another last part is very now they think that they're independent. They want something of their own. So could they teach you a skill, and they're very good at it, such as setting up an Instagram account or learning how to play guitar or some new activities. So start giving that push. You teach me, you are my teacher, and that will give you very good distance connection with the child. So fathers, please don't miss this point. I want to remember this over the time. And यहाँ से चलने वाला है, बहुत देर तक चलने वाला है, till the time you become an age of grandfathers. Okay, now let's go ahead a bit. I always like to talk about this at the end of every talk with the adolescents and for the parents. Kids and screen time, whatever may be the condition, beware is the end game. That Avengers end game, screen time is an end game. Why? These three idiots, TV, mobile, computer, they're just keeping the child glued to it. And for them, screen become more mandatory, and it's again well eating, it's all not for them only. And when you have got so much time at your home, plus segregate this. तो खाने के साथ टीवी होने वाला नहीं, टीवी के साथ खाना होने वाला. Let TV be the activity of the whole family. Only child sitting in front of it is a wrong idea. They will end up in a very bad addiction at the later time. Yes, I mean the word addiction. Mobile to addiction प्रूव हो गया. Eye problem, poor sleep, anxiety, lots of academic loss, isolation from friends and family, uncomfortable. This is very interesting. Nomophobia. अगर उनको हाथ से आपने स्मार्टफोन कर दिया, they can't live without that addiction. So like दारू नहीं मिलेगी तो जब देखा पर्सन जैसा पागल होता है, same thing, the child becomes restless when the child doesn't get a smartphone. This is a sign of a addiction which is coming up, and ये addiction छूटने वाला नहीं है. It is a very bad addiction. Same thing about internet, इसको PIU बोलते हैं, problematic internet use. So internet addiction, इंटरनेट पे नहीं ज्यादा काम करने के बाद डिप्रेशन, इरिटेबिलिटी, स्लीप चली जाती है, एकेडमिक्स पे इफेक्ट होता है. साइबर रिलेशनशिप से रिप्लेस द रियल टाइम. वहां के जो देयर आर सम गेम्स और virtual world they create, and they start enjoying that cyber relationship and forget the real time ones, and which is a bad idea. Obviously, pornography, cyberbullying are the bad and worst side effects of problematic internet use. Please, my dear parents, keep a watch on them. They are not big enough. They are not in the decision-making process. So you have to remember that we need to give them a guidance. Guidance doesn't mean being a detective. उनके ऊपर आप, you don't become a very good rigid policeman's काम नहीं करना है. But be very gentle about it. Don't allow a laptop or TV in the child's bedroom. It has to be in a common place. दरवाजा बंद करके बच्चे ने टीवी के साथ, लैपटॉप के साथ बैठना नहीं है, मोबाइल के साथ बैठना नहीं है. Stop that habit. It's a long-term bad habit. Be very careful. So giving them space doesn't mean that giving everything on that. Say no to screens. I repeatedly telling you, poor health and all these activities, especially hyperactivity and academic problem, even though it is a lockdown. स्क्रीन को पर्याय ढूंढते रहो, प्ले विद द चाइल्ड, डू मेनी एक्टिविटीज, डू किचन वर्क, because the answer is very different. लॉग आउट is the hardest button to click. ये बटन अपने हाथ में नहीं है तो the children are going to go with a very bad addiction, and that is one thing which you cannot correct. पैंडेमिक कोरोना का जाने वाला है, मुझे कॉन्फिडेंस है, बट ये एडिक्शन इतना जल्दी जाने वाला नहीं है. So be very careful about it. I think we are discussing a lot of things in a big rush, but we all want to take some good message home with this slide, and we'll end with a very interesting concept. So what is the journey of living with an adolescent? It's a very interesting journey, but it can be scary to watch them make decisions on their own without fully appreciating this environment. But we need to give them those decisions. Then what happens?
It can be exciting to watch them learn from mistakes and do better another time.
At the same time, it can be painful if their bid for independence, I want something, bid for independence and autonomy feel like a rejection of us. They don't want us. That's what we feel. But
it can be gratifying to see them wrestle with and come to the term with values.
It is very interesting. Please enjoy this journey of living in adolescence. ये वापस आने वाला नहीं है. Remember that this particular period is beautiful. Just to the next corner of this adolescence is adulthood and your grandparenthood. So remember that, don't miss the journey of living with adolescence. I think with that point, we thank all of you to patient listening, and I think we'll keep the things open for the discussion.
Question answers.
Thank you all.
So that was a wonderful, wonderful session. In this 40 minutes, you've conveyed so many things in a nutshell that I think it's going to be a food for thought for a very long time. Batul and Fatima, can we have some questions?
We request the participants to type in the questions in the chat.
Even the participants can share their good ideas that I love to listen to. What they are doing with their kids. That a very simple trick which probably they're unique for them.
And can be helpful for others.
So I want to ask you one question, that what about this online learning which is picked up in a big way? And we know that how harmful it is going to be in future. And how are we going to get our children, like the most important pandemic that we are talking about after COVID is the screen time pandemic, the digital pandemic. How, sir, are we going to wean our children from this online learning later on?
Let's not. I'm now with the way the whole COVID pandemic is going on. I'm changing my words in a very specific and very meaningful way. Let's not be against screen or against all this distant learning ways. उसमें से अच्छा लेना चाहिए. We need to be friend with them with this. Our children, they don't have a choice to avoid it. ये बीन होना नहीं है, selective होना है. So distant learning, there are so many courses across the world which are really pouring out, and Quora, then Udemy, they're giving so many good courses. So these distant learning courses, Sundarji, the Global Academy is teaching, you're doing this job from screen only. So screen का ये अच्छा part है वो लेना ही है, but screen का जो बुरा part है, everything which is good comes with something bad. उसको बाजू रखना है, filtering the things out. So अपने हाथ में वो चाय की सीव है, जो अच्छा है वो नीचे जाना ही चाहिए, जो गलत है वो बाजू में फेंकना ही है. एंड दैट इज द पेरेंटिंग स्किल फॉर अडल्ट. ये सीव का काम, सिलेक्टिंग एंड रिमूविंग द bad part of it is our job, and we need to teach them. Let children be that self confidence of what is good and what is bad. Discuss over it. For example, the children see something wrong on the internet, don't make it what you are doing. No, it's not like that. What is this? Is it useful for your life? Is it natural? It is abnormal. Let them understand how to choose. And then media will be there, they will be harnessing it. Media will be working them like a worker for the many more years. So media is good if it is used carefully. Screen has to be used carefully, नहीं तो ये danger है.
And for the
Sir, another,
Yeah.
Madam,
sir,
shall I add
another
one
one of,
point?
yes, sure.
So parents can help their children to develop different hobbies, okay? And along with that, the different exercise and workouts which are available from internet to do at home. Encourage them to do such a physical activity, to develop the hobby, to develop different languages, okay? And doing them actually, that will be helpful to reduce the screen time. Sorry, ma'am, go
So
ahead.
there's one more thing, that what about teenage with substance abuse? How do you
Yeah.
tackle that? Because that is a big stress. If you can just explain in 1 or 2 lines.
Substance abuse got three parts to be remembered. One is prevention. By around 12 to 14 years, that is the time the schools, the parents, and the well-wishers of the children, the educators, we all should gradually introduce them about this the devil side of substance abuse. So starting from alcohol right up to marijuana, right up to all those heroin and all this really bad stuff. First thing, the children should be aware that there are such things which exist. Simple thing is going into party and keeping your glass of coke unattended, and your own apparently good friend drugs you from that glass of coke, and it starts with there. So knowing your limits, understanding your safety, and all these things has to be taught, because knowledge is one thing which is a weapon if it is used in a proper way. The first step is give them a right knowledge at right time, and I'm very sure आगे का addiction का part कम होने वाला है. Second part, so the word which is nowadays probably at the end of another 100 days, that nobody will like to use this word of social distancing, but I'm going to use substance distancing. So substance distancing has to be taught at an early stage. Second part is knowing whether your child is getting addicted or not. So change in routine, sudden depression, sudden violence, sleep deprivation, loss of appetite, change in behaviors, abnormal ways of physical ways, and sudden eruption of different physical problems. The same child who was very good with his friend, appreciated by him, is now taken off from the friends group. All these are the signs whether the child is going for a substance abuse. So picking that at early stage is the second stage. And third stage, unfortunately, if the child lands up into substance abuse, don't kick him out. Be with him now 110%. उसके साथ उसके आजू बाजू पॉजिटिवली रहो. Don't disturb his, don't challenge his ego. He will end up into unfortunate events like suicides and all that. And you can get the child of substance abuse. What the child requires: patient parents, good friends, and good activities to keep away from it. It's a withdrawal we have to manage from that addiction. It's a challenge. It's not very easy.
If at right time required medicines, they can take the help of psychiatrists for that reason. For substance abuse teens, they will be of great help.
Do we have some more questions?
Yeah,
Fatima?
we have. How do we move from the red zone to the green zone without going to the yellow zone?
ये तो होने वाला नहीं है. It is, I tell you, emotions is not every emotion has coming with every emotion. Just remember that if you are at a height of elation, enjoyment, I don't know whether you are experienced, immediately next to that enjoyment, there is a dip and you are having some different emotion. So what is important is you have to, there's a very different thing, and especially it requires bit of meditation, bit of philosophical way of looking at it, कि अपने emotions को थोड़ा बाजू से देखना, and again thinking in the moment, so that yellow zone जहाँ पे आप irritable हो ये वो, so we need to again now in which zone I am, you are going to be shifting yourself. हम सब, मैं भी, आप भी, मैडम भी, हम सब ये इमोशंस के एक जोन में से दूसरे जोन में जाते रहते हैं. तो ये आना जाना ही सबसे इंटरेस्टिंग, दैट इज लाइफ. सो दुख तो होना ही है, कभी ना कभी कुछ प्रॉब्लम होने. आज आज पैंडेमिक इज अ स्ट्रेस, सो हम रेड जोन में जाते ही रहने वाले. उसमें से बाहर आने के लिए शायद इरिटेबिलिटी का शॉर्ट स्टेप बीच में रहेगा, एंड देन यू विल एंड अप इन एंजॉयमेंट. पर एंजॉयमेंट को ये वापस पैंडेमिक खींचने वाली है, वापस हम येलो जोन में हैं. तो ये आते जाते नॉर्मल है. सो लुकिंग एट योर इमोशंस फ्रॉम डिस्टेंस, knowing them, and then trying to keep yourself up. The trick is you should have a list. जैसे reinforcement की list ऑटिज्म के बच्चों के लिए, you should have know the reinforcers. So you should have the list of happiness ideas. तो मुझे एक चॉकलेट खाने से अच्छा लगता है और मुझे डायबिटीज नहीं, चलो एक चॉकलेट खा लो, एंजॉय, कम टू द हैप्पी जोन. और छोटे छोटे बात पे झगड़े होते हैं, डांस है, फिजिकल एक्टिविटी है, कुछ ना हो तो ड्राइंग भी करना है, कुछ रेटिंग करने का है. ट्राई टू रिमेम्बर, अंडरस्टैंड योर इमोशन, know it, that's why label the emotions, understand them, and act on them. That is the way you should be shifting to the green red zone again and again. Yellow zone में बीच बीच में आने वाले, there's nothing wrong about it. Yeah, I think I saw one chat. When is the right time to introduce smartphone to your teens? There is no right time, but I always tell at least 10 years, 10 standard plus, you should not be thinking of it, because they are not mentally prepared. They're still emotional. The logical brain is still not working properly. So please give them a plain simple डब्बा फोन. अपना जियो वालों ने उसके लिए अच्छा काम किया जिसमें और कुछ ज्यादा कर नहीं सकते, but for connectivity, let them understand that mobile phone is meant to get connected and not getting likes and dislikes. इसके लिए बहुत चैलेंजिंग रहता है. फर्स्ट पॉइंट लास्ट टाइम मैंने डिस्कस किया था कि पेरेंट को खुद के मोबाइल टाइम पे कंट्रोल रखना पड़ता है, एंड सोशल प्रेशर्स, मम्मी उनके हाथ में है, उसके पापा बड़े हैं, they challenge our integrity and we'll end up in that false trap, and then we give it from ourselves. We need to be really firm about it. So at least till 15 years I recommend. They are not prepared, and then they need to be trained. Instead of saying no, let them go on training the right use of smartphones. Then many gadgets, child locks, security locks, what they are doing. You can even parental सुपरविजन भी आजकल कुछ सॉफ्टवेयर के साथ कर सकते हैं. एंड द बेस्ट वे इज ओपन कनेक्टेडनेस. अपना मोबाइल भी अपने बच्चों को दांत में देने में आपको शर्म नहीं होनी चाहिए, एंड दैट इज द वे द स्मार्टफोन कैन बी यूज्ड स्मार्टली. Yeah.
Yeah, there's another question. Nowadays, children are not comfortable talking in front of parents and they lock themselves in the room even though parents are friendly to them.
Please pardon me on that. I missed the last sentence. Please.
Yeah, the kids
Sorry.
are not comfortable talking to the parents. They lock themselves in even though parents are friendly to them.
I think it needs a bit more longer answer. Part one is being friendly is not आंसर एवरी टाइम. पेरेंट्स को खुद का इम्पोर्टेंस, खुद का क्या बोलते हैं, नॉट सुपीरियरिटी, खुद का बच्चे के साथ का एक सेपरेट थोड़ा सा डिफरेंस रखना ही है. समटाइम बीइंग टू फ्रेंडली, चिल्ड्रन टेक यू फॉर ग्रांटेड. दैट इज द कॉमनेस्ट मिस्टेक. सो ज्यादा फ्रेंडली नहीं होना है. द कैट ओ द स्वे. जब बच्चे को जरूरत पड़ती है तभी इंट्रोड्यूस करना खुद को इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. नहीं तो ये फ्रेंडलीनेस उनको आपको दे टेक यू ऑन अ राइड, इट इज नॉट अ गुड आइडिया. नाउ अबाउट लॉकिंग देम आउट, द आंसर टू दैट इज अनफॉर्चुनेटली इट्स इन आवर बिहेवियर. जब बच्चे अपने साथ डिस्कशन करना चाहते हैं तब इमीडिएटली बिकॉज ऑफ आवर एक्सपीरियंस अपना दुनिया देखी रहते हैं, वी कट देम एज आई वाज डिस्कसिंग अबाउट दोस डे ड्रीम. वो कुछ आइडियाज लेके आते हैं एंड वी जस्ट shake them off, and that causes them going into their own shell. Not only that, as I was discussing, they don't want approval from the parents now. They want approval from the friends. तो पेरेंट्स ने क्या करना है, चलो आज बच्चे ने कुछ किया तो पेरेंट्स से खुद अप्रिशिएट करने के बजाय व्हाट दे शुड टेल, अरे चलो अभी इसका एक फोटो कप बनाओ और अपने दोस्तों के ग्रुप पे डालो, देखते हैं वो क्या बोलते हैं. Now the child understand that yes, my parents are also liking my friends. One very common uncommon thing what the mothers and fathers do, ये आप अपने बच्चा दोस्तों में पूरा टाइम बर्बाद करते हो, स्टडीज कब करोगे. So we sometimes deny their friends. Instead, start being friendly with their friends. वो अपने शेल में जाना कम हो जाएगा. They'll come on the laughing grounds. And we need to be doing activities with the children. But adolescents को एक शेल में जाना ये उनकी जरूरत भी है. So they will be in their shell. जब तक वो कुछ निगेटिव मूड में नहीं जाते, दे आर इन द ग्रीन जोन्स, अब उसके ऊपर ज्यादा चिंता की जरूरत है. उनको उनमें से पुल करना भी हर टाइम जरूरत का नहीं है.
Only be
And so
vigilant
they
about
like
this.
daydreaming. Yeah, they like daydreaming. They like fantasy world,
Yeah, and
which you have to give them the space. They like sleeping. That's the need.
You are use the right word. That space, madam has said a right word. That space देना ही जरूर है. But space ऐसा नहीं देना है कि they are not we are not observing them. They should be from the corner of the eyes. We should be able to keep what they are doing. We should be vigilant. बहुत important age. I always tell compare with the children who are just 1 year old, who are just started standing. उनको आप standing and then falling. They are trying to walk and they fall. But at that time, as a good parents, have you stopped them from doing so? You actually made them, yes, you start clapping, chalo, chalne logo. And when they start falling, you support them. Same thing. Adolescence is again going to the mini kg of adulthood. So that's the one interesting thing to remember.
Fatima, any questions?
How to build a positive environment at home to relieve stress?
खुद से शुरू
Or has
करेंगे.
given us, yeah. So you can go
पहले
ahead.
खुद हंसना शुरू करेंगे, अपने आप पॉजिटिव होता जाएगा. एंड वन ऑफ द गुड ट्रिक टू डू इट इज इट्स कॉल्ड एज अ वैलिडेशन सर्कल. आप ये घर पे खेल के देखो. एक खाने के टेबल पे खाने के बाद मैं बोलूंगा एक फ्री टाइम है, सब एक सर्कल में बैठो, 2 लोग हो 4 लोग हो जो कुछ है, एंड पर्पसफुली किसी दूसरे के बारे में 2 मिनट्स सच्चा और अच्छा बोलो. It has to be true and it should not be some flattering. अपने बीबी के बारे में अच्छा बोलने की कोशिश करो, अपने बच्चे के बारे में. Let the child talk good thing about the mother. It's a very interesting, fun game, and that will take you on a very positive note. So the mother will be surprised. Oh, my child knows these good qualities of me, and she'll be very much relaxed, and the relation will improve. So that is another way to work on the positive environment. Gardening. Looking at the sky, nature के साथ connect होना, you'll get that energy of positivity from the nature. अपना घर, अपना खिड़की दरवाजे बंद करके मत बैठो. कोरोना आने वाला है तो हाथों से आने वाला है, खिड़की दरवाजों से आने वाला नहीं. तो खुल के जियो, अपने आप आपका पॉजिटिव एनवायरनमेंट बनेगा.
Watch our first 2 webinars for different ideas about happiness, relieving stress, and meditation.
Yes.
There's a question. My son is 14 years old. He becomes sensitive whenever he does something. He keeps asking, am I doing something wrong? Am I doing a mistake? Am I doing it right? Sometimes he is feeling sleepy, but he will sleep late. How do I develop his confidence?
Absolutely, this is all normal adolescence. Am I doing the right thing? He needs that validation. I think that validation आज घर पे जाने का point है. Of course you are right, my dear child. Of course you are doing good job. इतना ही नहीं, ये जब इतना बोलना नहीं, you are always right is a wrong sentence. उसमें से आपको एक थोड़ा काम करना है. You have to tell, for example, the child is making some project. And am I doing right? नहीं तो मेरी टीचर फाड़ देगी क्या, मेरी टीचर उसको मार्क नहीं देगी. You need to just go through it. उसमें से जो अच्छा पॉइंट है वो हाईलाइट करके बोलो. My dear child, what you have done? Oh, I have not thought over it. So don't only appreciate by emotions, appreciate by facts. तो जो कुछ कर रहा है उसमें से जो अच्छा है उसको हाईलाइट करो, अंडरलाइन करो. And that validation is what he is asking. And ये validation अभी आज नहीं 20-22 20 years तक रहने वाला है. And that is very good. When your child is asking you, you are connected. You should be happy about it. Your child आज आपको पूछ रहा है, ये बहुत important बात है, ये गलत नहीं है. And I think you have got a second part. What you were saying about the
First part was
this validation. I think that's what I
that
wanted.
is covered.
Hmm.
I think. Ma'am, is the question answered? I think in complete way.
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
it's
Then
answered.
go to next question.
Because yes,
How to involve father to work with children enthusiastically.
एक तो मैंने अब बीच में ट्रिक बोली है कि you start being with the child. One of the best way to do it is start taking interest in what the child is doing. Don't push your interest on the child. ये पहली बात है. Second thing is about 12 years of age, father is the right person who should start discussing about the money matters. You'll be surprised. Adolescent children are the right time to teach about saving, finances, investment. You may be surprised to listen to this, but investments, talking about banking, talking about, and the child is going to look at the father as the person who represents outside world. I underline this word. Who is father? Father who represents outside world. So he looks at the father. That father knows all these stuffs. Even I know there are many mothers over here sitting who may be earning much more than father also. I'm not discussing on that, but still discussing about the finances, knowing about this banking, knowing about saving. So ये एक part है, money matters, where the father should be discussing about it with the children. Like second is that the children like the father to discuss about their own. Now you should know by talking to the child which area the child likes. Especially sports is one area where the father should, when his child is not around, थोड़ा सा internet पे search करो. The probably the child may be playing something, something very tennis and all that, and let's know the rules of the game and just talk over it. But don't say that I'm the best person. मुझे बोला कि बच्चों के साथ सीखना शुरू करो एंड देन द फादर गेट्स करेक्टेड. एंड द मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट मदर के लिए मेरी वार्निंग है. मोस्ट ऑफ द अपना इंडियन सिचुएशंस ऐसे रहते हैं कि बच्चा गलत किया तो पापा को बोल दूंगी. नाउ इज द टाइम वी शुड स्टॉप ऑल दिस थिंग. मम्मी जी आज से आपका डिसीजन आप ही लेने का है. हर टाइम फादर को इन्वॉल्व मत करो. अगर करना है फादर को इन्वॉल्व तो जब बच्चा अच्छा करेगा चलो पापा को बताते हैं. And then the father appreciated it. तो पापा को हर टाइम विलन मत बनाओ. तो मेरी all mothers की रिक्वेस्ट है. Then the father will get involved. And father को और एक रिक्वेस्ट है, you must be having a lot of workload on you. But फिर भी एक जैसे हम वर्क फोर्स में डायरी बनाते हैं, टू डू लिस्ट बनाते हैं, वो टू डू लिस्ट में एक आधा घंटा सुबह का, आधा घंटा बच्चे का टू डू लिस्ट, प्लेइंग विद द चाइल्ड, टॉकिंग विद द चाइल्ड. ये टू डू लिस्ट बनाओ, you will be automatically connected with your child. Don't worry about it.
Next question, if possible.
I think yes, I know. I think we've really overseeded the time today. It's already 6:20. Fatima, any more questions, or should we? What we can do is we can always send it to Sir across the email, because we had more than 1.5 hour session then. Today's session, I would like to end in summarizing what was beautifully said by Sir. So people who have joined in late, of course, we will be putting up this entire seminar on the YouTube. But I also want to summarize it, that Sir spoke about the 4 S in adolescence. That is stress, strain, storm, and struggle. That is akin to adolescence. Let us accept that this is a part and parcel of adolescence. Very beautifully, we've understood that the emotional brain works more than the rational brain. So we need to take care of that during the adolescence. The brain is like a high horsepower which has a poor steering facilities. So we need to look into that as parents also and as teenagers. We've understood the kind of challenging behaviors that we will have in adolescence. And of course, we can write a full diary and thesis on it. But the most important part of it is that there are certain behaviors which are common that runs through all the teenagers across the globe. That is about aggression, attention seeking. So two things that we've understood in aggression is watchful neglect and house rules. We've learned about attention seeking, make the attention seeking behavior on an extinct mode. We've understood that we should not get into power struggle. We've also taken a very important point home is daydreaming and flight of fantasy has to be given to the adolescents because that's going to give him a lot of let off steam. We need to teach him to analyze the skills he has. And the last most important thing we understood is let him get peer approval and let him keep his self-esteem, self-confidence and self-love highest on the pyramid. And apna to bhi time aayega is a lovely saying that I want to tell all the parents to take back home. We've also understood the graph that's presented that lockdown has. We do not want to be on the other side of the axis and bring in depression, disillusion, disinterest. So the most important strategy was we need to recognize the emotions during the lockdown. So we know in 5 minutes the pendulum will keep on shifting from fear to joy to sadness to disgust and anger. But we are going to help our teenagers to let the pendulum swing to bring them to a static state. I love this concept of what zone are you in. I'm sure all parents and teenagers, if they can make this chart, especially during the lockdown, and for them to stay on their board, it's going to help them immensely. And play this simple game at the dinner table while you are at ease. Which zone are you in? We talked about talking about emotions, not bottling them up. I think now during the lockdown is since we all have a lot of free time, it's very important that we talk to each other. I'm sure we'll never get this beautiful time again. So if you look down at the positive side, the lockdown is हम इतना time family के साथ spend ही नहीं किए इतने सालों में. So I think let's look at it positively and do everything which after 100 days we are not going to do because we are going to get into that rat race and we are going to go back and finish ourselves. The analogy of a dog and a cat, sir, I have loved it. Let's be cat, a domestic keeping a cat. Yes, let's be a cat owner today, and we know that we will wait for them to come back to us. And of course, this patience word, we'll have to keep it right in our head every time when we go in front of the adolescent. We just breathe in patience, and I'm sure we'll be able to deal with them better. Your tips on special needs, how to take care of a special need teenagers to maintain their routine, therapies to carry on, sensory to be taken care of was very important. We've also dealt with exam and study stress, and we said since we do not know when our children will go back to their mode of examinations, we need to keep 4 E's in mind, that is explore, experiment, express and evolve. And of course, let's discuss a lot with them because now when even I'm discussing with my cousins who have not been able to give their 12th standard, discussion is what is the key to getting them into your fold. We've stressed enough that exercise and physical routine are the way forward in teenage with or without COVID. And I think the most important point parents need to take home is learn the skills which your child knows. And with that skill, we can bring in a lot of talk, we can be with them, and of course be a part of their activity. Kids and screen time. TV, the 3 idiots which we have now, which we have by default taken in, we need to keep a balance onto it. We know that nomophobia is going to be bad. And sir, I've been to NIMHANS and I want to stress again here that they have a digital detoxification department. So you can imagine how much the screen time is bad for our children. Internet, we have to be take that PIU into consideration and say no to screen time because, so you've given us a quotation, log out is the hardest button which is going to be clicked later on after this COVID. And living with adolescents, I think, is a joy. Every parent who has a lovely adolescent kid, remember that this time will never come back. So let's enjoy the adolescent time. Let's be an adolescent. Let's be a part of it. And let's make this adolescent not as a stressful time, but as a time that we look at it, that will we ever get this time back? So let's enjoy this time. And with this and with validation that every parent needs to, today I sign off from Sundarji's Global Academia with this fourth part of the webinar. We have thoroughly enjoyed all the 4 parts. Thankful to you,
Thank
sir
you, ma'am.
and ma'am, for being always with Sundarji's Global Academia. You've always been on a faculty this year, and it has made tremendous difference to our parent community. And even in the lockdown, you've been with us. What more joy can we get before signing
You're
off?
always with you. You're always with you. Thank you, madam.
Thank you, ma'am.
Ah.
And thank you all the
Thank you.
parents. Stay home,
Thank
stay
you.
safe,
Thank
stay
you.
happy and stay healthy.
Thank you.
Yes. Thank you so much.